Hi friends! Leading up to Halloween, I want to share a series of videos with you of how we are going to take our candies from the little, just handing them out, which is perfectly great. We love candy, to turning them into just cute, adorable packaging that the recipient will be so pleased and will know that you really care, as you're not only giving them sweet treats. That's 4 little candy bars, not a huge amount, but hey, it would make my day to receive that from somebody, and also to receive this in a nicely packaged manner. I'm going very easy. We're going to just use some of the scraps of paper that we have handy and nearby, because a lot of times the person is just ready to rip this off and get into the candy, and that's perfectly fine. But I've got some little options that I want you to consider. This time of the year, there are so many different candy options at the supermarket, so be on the lookout as you're there, because you know what happens in a week or two, it's all going to disappear and people are going to have bought them up. So if you want to make some of these treats, grab some sweets now. For today's candy options, I want to go over with you about the clear bags that I like to always keep on hand. Now, I wanted to share this package of bags. I picked this up a while back at Dollar Tree, and it's actually a Ziploc bag, and this will work for many of your things. That's the thing. Go with the bags that you have or you come upon, and then you can make the size of candies or the types of candies you want to use fit with those particular bags. So I'm just going to show you a couple that I have. But in talking about these here at the Dollar Tree, like I said, this has a zipper bag and zipper top. You're welcome to use this, but don't forget, you can always clip this off the zipper portion and do some folding down, or if you don't want it to be this long, because it is a rather long bag. Here it is 5 3/4 inches in height. If you want to fill this up with candy, all the better. That's great. But what I've got today is I'm going to show you these bags, and I will put in the description below where I have gotten those. The two that I'm going to show today, with this works great with the little Hershey miniatures, and this is actually not in, I didn't get this one in the Halloween section because I was looking for this size in particular and I couldn't find it in the Halloween candy. I kept seeing more of these miniature tops, which would work okay, but you can tell there's a difference. And the reason I needed to use this is because I love to wrap candy like I did here. And the other option that we're going to do is with M&Ms, and they are these tall skinny bags, and I'm going to put all the details where you can grab up some of these if you're looking for them. But when I'm out and about at stores, I'm always looking at bags. Here's a clip that I'm going to put over of showing some of the bags that I found at Walmart. They weren't exactly these particular sizes, but you can make those work if that's what you've got. The other thing I wanted to show with the M&Ms is, and you can tell I've already opened it up, but I'll show you the unopened bag. You can see this is the Halloween blend, so you're getting the brown and the orange. They almost look black, but they are brown and orange. But if you cannot find the Halloween blend, the regular, someone I don't think that likes M&Ms is going to turn down regular colored M&M. It just gives us a really neat look when it's in the orange and black and doing it in alternating colors, or if you choose to do all orange, all brown. I said black, but it is brown. Another option for this, Skittles work well in this packaging. Different things you can do, and again, I'm just adding little paper toppers. I'm not even adding any other decorative pieces or ephemera, just because again, I want to keep it easy. You do it exactly as you want to do it. Also wanted to throw in this option for you. These are some treat bags that I picked up at our local Kroger, so just at the grocery store. They actually had them on sale this week. I know they have plastic bags, these decorative bags that are at the Dollar Tree. They have them at Walmart. You can find them anywhere. A lot of times they come with the little twist ties. You can use that. You can fill this with lots of little goodies and either use those twist ties, add your own ribbon. This works great as well. But I'm just going to give you a little extra feel for what we can do with these clear bags and how we can decorate up our candy a bit. So for this first project, as you can see, I have covered each of my candies in scrap sheets of paper, and I'll give you the dimensions for that. But I've also added in this little black sheet and kind of placed it behind the package. It just kind of gives it a little bit more of a professional kind of look with it, I think. But you can keep it without, you don't even have to put anything like that. But this is what I'm going to show you today with this bag, and let me give you the dimensions. The bag that I have here is a 4 by, actually the packaging is 4 by 4, but the total bag goes up to 4 by 5.5. This comes, it has a seal strip right here that we would take off, and then we're gonna fold, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. But first, let's get our 4 pieces of candy, and I'll give you the dimensions of the paper that we can wrap. So I've grabbed 4 strips of paper that are 1 3/8 by 3. And I like to use different colored papers for this. You can go with the same, whatever you wish. And we're just going to wrap this around. I like to cover up, and I like to use 4 different kind of bars, unless you have somebody that, let's say they love crackle, and you're going to give them all the crackle bars. Okay, it can wrap right there. And I have found I like to use my 2-sided tear tape for this. I just apply it to one end, and you really don't even have to go the entire length of the paper. We want it to stay covered while we have this in its packaging, and everything fits kind of snug in the ones that I have, but we want that when our friend is going to try to get into the candy, they will be able to get into that easily. So now we already kind of made the bends of the paper for this. It doesn't have to be super tight, but we want to line it up and then have it on there. And it's nice to just be able to, you know, push it through and take the paper off. That works as well. So there is that, and I'm going to finish wrapping up these other 3 pieces. So I have my 4 pieces all covered up and ready. I'm going to take a piece of black cardstock that is 3 15/16 by 2 1/4, and this is what fits in my bag. I've also scored it on each end at 1/8 of an inch, just so that, as you can tell from right here, maybe, I'll get closer, I turn up each of the ends just a little bit, that 1/8 of an inch. It kind of, I don't know, kind of gives the packaging just a different kind of look. You can turn it up more if you want to, but for my bags, it's kind of tight. So I decided just to go about 1/8 of an inch. Now, I like to lay these out here on the paper in a cute little arrangement, how I want to do the colors. Like, I wouldn't put the whites side by side. Something like that looks really cute to me. I also like to take just my tape runner and just put a little bit of tape in those 4 spots. And so it kind of will hold these in their place, mainly while I'm just kind of trying to get it in the bag. It may work just great, but now it's on here pretty good. Now I can take my little bag, and what I like to do is I don't take the strip off yet. Just slide that in. That one tried to get loose, but I got it. And kind of just get it down to the bottom or as far as you want to go. Then I'm going to take this off of the back side here, and I like to just fold it down almost to the black. And that looks great right there, but we're not quite finished. Now I'm going to take another scrap piece that is 4 1/8 by 3, and this is going to fit right over the top here nicely. I'm just going to fold this in half, and this is the Michaels paper from Recollections. It is called Halloween Basics, and it's a little bit thinner paper. It's not as thick as cardstock, and so it works really well for this. It's going to end up fitting right over here, just like that. I like to go in and place sticky tape along the edge here and on the other side. And then through the middle, I like to have a little something, so I'm going to put some of my tape runner like that. Let me get these edges off. Just in case I was off camera, I'm sorry. I have the sticky tape at the top and at the bottom, and then the tape runner through the middle. I'm gonna take these covers off now. Now it's time to put our topper on. And I like to make sure that I'm gonna get it right across here. The top meet up with the top of the paper. And we'll fold that down. And there we go, a cute little package. Now, again, you can add ribbon, you can add stickers. There's so many different things to do. To me, with cute decorative paper, it looks great. I have these 2 pieces here. Now let's do the little M&M packaging. For the M&Ms, my hands are clean. This is the time when we are gonna be touching the candies and they won't be individually wrapped. When I start putting these M&Ms down in here, at first they don't want to line up. And I think that looks cute as it is laying flat, but the more I started putting these in, and as they got near the bottom, they would start lining up one on top of the other. I fit about 23 pieces in here. And as you can see, they're starting to form one on top of the other. And they will work their way down. Oh, that little M&M was kind of smushed a little bit, but he's already down there. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 18, 19, 2 more. And I don't go all the way to the top because we are going to put this topper, so you can kind of start maneuvering them and pushing them down a little bit. And then that last one will slowly start to get in its spot. There we go. And then just to get that one on the top, let's move these out of the way. Again, this one is a self-sealing bag as well, so I take that off, or not self-sealing, but it has the sticky part with it. I'm gonna close that up. That top one does not want to lay flat, but you know what? That one didn't either, so that's okay. Now, for this particular topper, I'm gonna need a piece that's 1.5 by 3. Let me grab that. So here's my 1.5 by 3 inch piece. I'm gonna fold it in half. And then we'll put some 2-sided tape on each of the ends. 2-sided tape works well for this as opposed to your tape runner, which tends to not be as strong on these clear bags. If you have red line tape, that works as well, the bologna tape. And then sometimes I'll put this strip again down the middle. Now we have the fold. I'm going to place that in the middle there. Fold over. That little brown one wants to get in the way. If he would lay flat, but it's okay. I'm going to maneuver him and get him in his position. He's going to be eating first. I guess he's trying to get out. This is the other little long tube of M&Ms. So I think that turns out cute as well. So these are just some little pieces that I hope will help you think about doing some other options for decorating your candy. It's perfectly fine to just hand it out, and that's exactly what I do with a lot of my trick-or-treaters. But for those that I'm going to make a little bit extra something special for them, I like to do these little decorative pieces. And I'm going to be sharing some more with you next week, so be sure and join me for that. But I hope you enjoyed this, whether it be the clear bags like this or decorative bags. And there's plenty of candy around there, so grab some and you can share them with your friends, co-workers, other neighbors, that sort of thing. I hope you have a great time, and I will see you on the next video.